Actually, this is a calling. I was a business banker, and the Wesley House was an organization that was looking for an extension of their line of credit. And to be totally honest with you, after prayer, I felt directed to do something with this organization. So the next day I called the board chair, told him it didn't look like they were going to get, the loan. Did they have a plan B? He said they were currently looking for new leadership. They were doing a national search for an executive director. The board felt the right leadership could turn the organization around. I tossed my hat in the ring. 3 weeks later, I had the job. Well, 2 days before I was to start, the board chair called and asked me to come to a luncheon with him. He wanted to tell me the rest of the story. And he casually explained to me over lunch that the organization was $40,000 in debt. Again, I prayed about it. And when I lay in bed that evening, all I could think about was that $40,000 worth of debt. And as I thought about it, I said, everybody that I've read about in the Bible that has been given a mission, given purpose, given a challenge that they're to overcome, it was Satan's job to put a speed bump in front of them, something to deter them from that path. And if this was truly something that I was supposed to do, I should expect some opposition. For me, it's an example of seeing God work, because we hit our goal. We raised $40,000 in 36 days, and we haven't looked back. The question kept coming up, well, Paul, what does the Wesley House do? What's your mission? What's your purpose? We didn't have one. So again, I went to prayer. I got on my knees before I went to bed and I asked God, what can we do? And the vision that I was given was to be an organization that focused on academic excellence, that we would be a mecca for intellectual achievers within the inner city. Most youth service programs, they target at-risk youth, juvenile delinquents, truants, ex-offenders, ex-gang members, their diversion programs. And I'm not knocking them. There are great programs, and there are a lot of kids that need those services. But I didn't see anyone that was targeting the talent. Where do the kids go in the inner city? The ones that like to read, the ones that want to learn technology, that are interested in participating in spelling bees or debate, learning how to play chess or bridge. Who's targeting the talent? Somebody, some agency within this community had to raise the bar for the children and their families and say, we need to strive to be the best. And our mission is to nurture and develop the next generation of leaders from this community. Our programmatic philosophy really is it's not rocket science, it's really basic. We focus on the basics: reading, writing, math, public speaking. We feel that if a child has a firm foundation in the basics, that they're equipped to be successful in their educational endeavors. We have a laser beam focus on literacy. We want our children to be able to read and read well. Reading is essential for success in this society. We know that 70% of the people incarcerated read below a 4th grade level. We know that 90% of the people in poverty have the lowest literacy scores. There's a direct correlation between success and being able to read. We also believe that health is a very vital component of healthy living and of leadership. And we believe in the medical model, prevention. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Another thing we focus on is financial literacy. There's one course that I teach, which is called Junior Executives. And the mission of Junior Executives is to eradicate poverty through financial literacy and economic empowerment. And there we teach kids about balance sheets, income statements, about the stock market, about how to analyze business and to see a good business opportunity. And America is based on a system called capitalism. And if you don't understand capitalism, how can you participate in that environment? And when we look at competition, what do we look at, James?
We look at in the competition who they are, what they're doing, how they're doing it, and what is their market share.
Bang. We have economic principles at the Wesley House, and economic principle number one is that success is not about just getting paid. It's about building and retaining wealth and passing those principles on to your children and grandchildren. I believe we have a model program here. We have a national model. We are going to crack the code to engaging inner city kids and families in education, because it is the key to success in America. And once we perfect this model, we polish it up, we fine tune it, we have to duplicate ourselves around the country. Because in this great country, America, there is no limited supply of wealth. Wealth is out there for anyone that is creative enough and intuitive enough and has the chutzpah, the wherewithal, and the willpower to go out and get it. And we want to equip our people, our young kids, with the mindset, with the intelligence, with the network, with the intestinal fortitude to go out and make their way in this world. They can make a difference.